President Joe Biden is lagging in the polls in some key states, and Democrats question whether they can fix the lack of enthusiasm for the current president. But polls are very close. With the debate now 3 days away, President Biden will need to convince voters why he should be reelected over former President Donald Trump. Joining us now, Juliegrace Brufke is the Capitol Hill reporter for Axios. Is it a debate, Juliegrace, if both mics are turned off after after questions, and it just seems way too civilized? Not that we want to let it go off the rails, but isn't part of it give and take and interrupting and responding immediately to things? It's going to be. Can they really do it this way?
Well, it looks like that is what's going to be happening there, and I think they're kind of trying to avoid some of the chaos that was seen last time around. We know that Biden's camp kind of requested for the mics to be turned off there to kind of avoid constant interruptions from Trump. So we'll see how it pans out there. But we know both of them are kind of taking different strategies on preparing for Thursday's debate now.
Can you just something I've been trying to figure out, Juliegrace? I would think giving the ending comments, if you had a choice of either that or which podium, that just seems like something you'd really want. Can you tell me what about podium position caused the Biden campaign to favor that over giving the closing remarks at the end?
Now that I'm going to have to speak with some sources on. I've been chatting with some sources kind of on their preparation and who they've been talking to. And we know that President Biden's been at Camp David for days now with top advisors, and Trump has been speaking with J.D. Vance and kind of hitting Biden while he was in Philadelphia over the weekend. But both of them are going to spend the next few days kind of prepping in advance to kind of bring their best foot forward and set expectations. And
I guess the Biden campaign thinks that this is the beginning of campaign season in earnest. I was reading that. So there's a lot on the line. I guess a lot on the line for both candidates. We're going to just have to wait and see. I'd ask you for predictions about what we can expect, but it's a wild card.
Well, there's a lot to lose at this point. I mean, it could change the whole narrative of the election. And I think we're going to see Trump kind of trying to hit Biden. We heard him in Philadelphia kind of calling him Sleepy Joe and saying that he's sleeping at camp over at Camp David and just resting and he's ready to come at him strong. But we've also seen Trump surrogates kind of trying to set the expectations a little higher. Doug Burgum was on CNN kind of saying he's seen Biden debate Paul Ryan. He's a worthy debating opponent, and that Trump should come in kind of full throttle, ready to go.
So, Juliegrace, there has also been some scuttlebutt that in the inner circle of the Biden campaign, there are three kind of insular advisors, supposedly, that are all kind of on the same page. And I guess they keep hammering January 6th, keep hammering the felony convictions. There are others, though, that say you need to, talk about inflation. You need to change, you need to kind of shift what your emphasis has been at this point. I mean, Trump raised $141 million, the campaign did, after the convictions. What's the winning strategy, in your view?
He did. And I think after the convictions, it definitely kind of rallied the base there. But that being said, it did kind of hurt him a little bit with swing voters. So I think we're going to hear a lot from Biden kind of hammering on that, trying to show Trump is the worst alternative and kind of show him as potentially dangerous to the country. I think is going to be a lot of his messaging. Now, I think there'll also be some policy things. I think you'll hear things about abortion and women's rights will probably be a topic that comes up because that's been a winning issue for Democrats in the past and past elections. So I think you'll probably see a mix of personal insults on both sides and policy. So that's, what Trump has kind of been working on with senators with his discussions on kind of trying to prepare the policy narrative there.
Do you think that those swing state polls are they accurate now? I guess they could change, but the other polls, national polls, show a tighter race in some of the swing states. Did you believe them?
I mean, I think a lot of people vote with their wallets, and I think we've still got a long time to go before the election. So a lot can change between now and November. So I think we're kind of going to have to see where the economy is at, with whether there's any other major world events that could definitely move the needle moving forward with elections kind of coming closer there.
It is a long time. I don't know. I don't know if I can.
2 weeks in politics is a lot, let alone a few months here. So we'll see.